All right, so it was snowing just a few minutes ago. Is it? It's a blizzard. We're all going to die. But at least we're here together and we're having fun, so that's good. A veteran writer and illustrator for children's books, who joined our group about a year ago. Sue Midlock is also a teacher at John F. Kennedy Middle School in District 202, and she's going to share one of her stories right now. Sue?
Good evening. I'm going to be reading a short story. It's sort of like Hogwarts goes to the Twilight Zone, and then a short poem about an inner war within myself dealing with the death of my parents. So I'll start with my Twilight Hogwarts story called The Halls of Winterfield. Walking down the cold corridors of where my days have come and gone, I wondered how many others have done the same. They're dark, gloomy, not welcoming, and not home. I closed my cloak tighter around my shoulders, keeping the dampness out, keeping the gluiness away, and keeping my sanity at bay. I looked up toward the heavens, where the towers high above me loomed, and noticed a light in a window. Strange, for no one ever goes up there, no one ever speaks of someone being there, and yet the light shines like a beacon. A drop of rain fell in my eye, and I quickly placed my hood up over my head. More gloom. I quickly turned right and went up the flight of stairs that greeted me. Their grayness set the mood, and I envisioned bodies curled up in corners, lives forgotten, whose lives no one cared about. Hurriedly, I climbed one by one until I reached the top and turned left into the hallowed halls of my school. Warmth wrapped its arms around me, shedding all my restraints, and a complacent mood set in, making me feel wanted, needed, and missed. Others my age walk past me. I am invisible to them. I face the old doors to the grand hall. They are full of stories, and if one should ask, they would gladly tell. But why would anyone ask a door of what it has seen? Why bother? I placed my hand on the metal handle and pulled hard. Its massive oak doors creaked and moaned as I struggled. They opened. There, before my eyes, the familiar sight. At the far end of the room sat our professors, all eating, talking, watching as rows and rows of long tables filled with food of every kind, food that would make your mouth water, magically appear. The chandeliers glowed beneath the Gothic cathedral ceilings. The lead glass windows, ornate in their simplicity, added a touch of medieval to the room. No one takes notice of me. They never do. I brought my one leg over the bench, followed by the other, and sat down. I perused the food before me as my plate was empty. Chicken, potatoes, salad, and one dish that I can't place, nor do I want to. It was dark, chunked in different sizes, and its texture tough, with a corpuscular smell. I stabbed it with my fork, and a pain struck my abdomen sharply. I looked at my fork, then to myself, a pain beginning to radiate. And there, on my white shirt, was something wet, warm, and red. Blood. Gasping, my fork fell onto the table. I looked at those around me, but no one paid heed. They were all busy conversing to notice that I was bleeding profusely. Then someone else took a stab at the strange dish, and again, pain, but this time in my arm. I felt something warm run down, under the sleeve, then dripped off my hand. Blood. What was going on? Was I dreaming? Was this a nightmare? No, I was awake. I'm sure of it. Another student took a stab, and then another, and another. pain just as before, but in different spots bombarded me. Then a new pain, one that I can best describe as chewing, started. My arm was the first to feel such agony. The muscles ripped, dissolved right before my eyes, to the point of nothing. Then my abdomen. I clutched my stomach as sweat beaded off my forehead. Pale and full of fright, I screamed at them to stop. They looked at me with mouths full, as blood dribbled out of the corners of their smiling faces. With hunger in their eyes, they took their fill, till I became nothing but an empty corner. And my poem, to finish off, is called My Inner War. Have you ever felt like you're losing your mind, that people around you were distant, unkind? Or maybe you thought you'd never be sane, that life as you knew it would not be the same. Leaving the house was a terrible fright, wrought with emotions that didn't feel right. Or dreaming bad things of bodies broken, in bags, words not spoken. Nothing was right the day you had died. I lost my ambition, all I did was cry. Medicines helped, I could live without fear, live without worry, live without tears. It's a struggle, that's true, a big battle within, never seeming to end, never seeming to win. So excuse me, I beg, if I seem not quite well. I've lost my dear parent. Does it show? Can you tell?
Thank you, Sue.
Thank